I remember after the elections in 2017, when his votes were stolen, and we must continue to say that, when his votes were stolen,
that for those who killed Baba and buried Baba before his time, because we are Christians, we forgive you. But we will never forget.
Raila decided with a few of us that he was going to be sworn as a people's president at Uhuru Park. You know, that day is when I knew there are many people who wear trousers, but they should not be wearing those trousers. But Raila said, we are going to Uhuru Park and I'll be sworn as the people's president. Did Raila go or he did not go? Did Raila go Uhuru Park or he did not go? I remember many times when Raila has been tear-gassed and was nearly killed. Therefore, before you open your mouth to talk against Raila, remember what he has fought for and what...
We also want to tell you that for those who stood with Baba, 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 we shall never forget.
Pero kamana godi, joturo untie, pokanena ujoturo untie. Basi nitasema machache sana, yani muda imeyoyoma. First, to maintain Your Excellency Raila Odinga, to Rosemary Jr. and Winnie, to Dr. Oburu Oginga, and Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, President Uhuru, President Obasanjo, and all mourners who have joined us on this great day. President Ruto, let me put it on record. That many years ago, in Bondo, in Nyamira, when we had requested the government of the day to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga a state funeral, the government of the day refused to give Jaramogi a state funeral. All they did was to offer us one helicopter. And we all said, if that is all you are going to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, we say no, and we'll take Jaramogi to his final resting place in Bondo. So I do not want to take it for granted that you've given Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga a state funeral. I do not want to take that for granted. Indeed, this is the first proper state funeral with military colors, with the participation of the military in the whole of Nyanza region. We have lost so many sons in Nyanza. We lost Mboya, we lost Agwingi, we lost Ouko, but this is the first time we have seen a state funeral, and I want to thank you for this and go on record as thanking you. Now, I want to say something about Raila. Because without saying the qualities of Raila, who really what Raila was, then it will be impossible to keep his legacy. What did Raila really stand for? Why did many politicians come over these years and fall on the wayside? And Raila was always there fighting for us. Raila was a fighter for justice and democracy all his life. And sometimes I'm taken aback by some people who enjoy the rights Raila has fought for, including political parties. There are those who now lead political parties and abuse Raila Amolo Odinga without knowing that without Raila Amolo Odinga, you would not be leading those parties that you're leading today. They don't know. And I say, woe unto you. I say, woe unto you. There are those who forget the legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga. We have the Constitution of Kenya 2010. And people are here, and I like what Simbarati was trying to say, that there are people here today, when Raila was fighting for this Constitution, they said no to that Constitution. I want to remind you that without Raila Amolo Odinga, we will not be having this Constitution. So Raila was courageous. He was a brave man. I remember after the elections in 2017, when his votes were stolen, and we must continue to say that, when his votes were stolen, Raila decided with a few of us that he was going to be sworn as a people's president at Uhuru Park. You know, that day is when I knew there are many people who wear trousers, but they should not be wearing those trousers. But Raila said, we are going to Uhuru Park and I'll be sworn as the people's president. Did Raila go or he did not go? Did Raila go Uhuru Park or he did not go? I remember many times when Raila has been tear-gassed and was nearly killed. Therefore, before you open your mouth to talk against Raila, remember what he has fought for and what he has stood for. And today, I want to remind all Kenyans, that the legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga will not be kept by mere speech. Speechifying would not be enough. It is to make sure that the gains we have made will never be lost. You should never give any space for gains that Kenya has gained to be lost. That is the only way of keeping the true legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga. And President Ruto, I am confident that when you consider the agreement that you have between the party ODM and UDA, that both of you witnessed, that this will be fulfilled, because that will keep the legacy and spirit of Raila burning and burning and burning and burning. The other character of Raila Amolo Odinga, other than being brave and courageous, was that he was a peacemaker. Raila was a peacemaker. And even today, we can see that Raila can bring Uhuru together, and Ruto is here as president. That was the true spirit of Raila Amolo Odinga, that the nation should keep talking together in unity and as brothers. Finally, I'm one of the people who believe that we must keep the party ODM. You must keep the party ODM. Remember the ideology of the party ODM. There's a huge delegation here, including the governor from Tororo, people from Gulu. My friend Olara Otunu, I think, is also in the house. We welcome you. But Olara Otunu, during Pinluo, when His Excellency the President and President Museveni was here, he spoke in Luo. And I want, if you have anybody near you, to translate what I'm saying. Nijo Luo wangi kitwa. 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 In that spirit of the Luo nation, that spirit of Luo nation is like we like speaking the truth. We like speaking the truth. We like living in peace with our brothers. We like inclusivity. We are against those who are trying to tear Kenya apart and speak the language of division and tribalism and ethnicity. Woe unto you! So, President, I urge you, even as we speak about unity, let us not kill political parties. Political parties are the foundation of democracy. Any arrangements we enter into don't kill political parties. In 1963, political parties were killed, and it took us 20 years to fight to revive political parties. So jothurwa awachonuka geno ni wabed gimoro achiel odu en odu od meru kataka chwer mane odu wabed kanyakla wati kanyakla mondo Kenya obed gimoro achiel. I thank you so much, Mr. President.
Baba, on Monday evening, when he was with Odhiambo, and I want to confirm that what he said the same thing to me, that we need to be united as a party. And he told me in Kijaluo, Odwa and Ot Achia. And then Baba also told me, jokingly, Baba also told me jokingly, because when I asked him, Baba, how are you? He told me, Amilo, I am fine. In fact, in the morning I walked all around. I am even surprised there are people who have killed me in Kenya and have already buried me. I want to tell you, as Jokanyanam, that for those who killed Baba and buried Baba before his time, because we are Christians, we forgive you. But we will never forget. But we also want to tell you, that for those who stood with Baba, 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 we shall never forget. And I want to tell you, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, that you do not understand. I know some of us look strong. I was in State House the morning you broke the news, and amongst the Luo, in the political class that day, I was the only ODM person. Jothurwa anawinjoga kajiwacho ni piny no chama. I didn't understand what piny no chama meant until the president broke the news as we sat around a table, and he said, I have bad news. I think it was 7 in the morning. And he said, even before he said I knew, I don't know how I knew. And Mr. President, Your Excellency, the longest journey I have walked, if you don't know, was from your office to where I left my car. I almost collapsed twice. I am strong, but the death of Baba is the hardest thing that those of us from Luo Nyanza and in Kenya, those who believe in his ways, have had to deal with. And when you sent us, you removed the women, and I thank you for your sensitivity. And you told us to go and stand with Mama Ida. I thank you for that sensitivity, for remembering Mama. As a woman, I know what it is. We shall never forget. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and God bless you. Let me take this opportunity to invite Ledama Olekina to welcome the Senate. And as he is coming, Jokanyanam, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Agone Baboriti, Aguambo, Baba, what